Speaking of that show, you remember I was talking about that show that they film right at the street.
Just keep going.
They were on the first episode, like they were drinking wine. One of the dudes, it's a black show, and the dude was like, I like. One dude was like, yeah, I've found out that I like wine. The other dude was like, yeah, LeBron drinks wine. Wine is black now.
When is wine not black?
Yeah, I don't know.
People see, that's how detached niggas are from their history as a whole. Like,
yeah.
Why do you think you're not black? You didn't hit live on there.
I think one of the things about the show is that because like it opens up with Garrett Morris. He's like,
hi, I'm Garrett Morris.
He's doing like black men are different than the stereotypes that you like to put on them. Black men are out here feeling things. They're discovering wine.
They have emotions.
It's a really good show. It's really, really funny actually. I kind of discovered it because the actress on the show is like they're trying to do their Black Friends thing, or Black How I Met Your Mother more than anything, because like the main character is looking for love, and he's got this gang of friends that he hangs out with, and at a bar, but it's like a wine bar. But anyway, yeah, they're trying to do their Black How I Met Your Mother, but it's better than How I Met Your Mother, or I don't know. It's better than it ended.
It's better than How I Met Your Mother.
It's starting better than How I Met Your Mother ended. Like, I guess it's easy to say since it just started.
Yeah, man. I mean, I guess, I need to check that out.
Grand Cru is the name.
What's it called?
Grand Cru.
Grand Cru.
Yeah, which is apparently like a wine thing. I didn't know. I don't know if
Where's the ashtray?
Here's one.
I'm bugging, bro. Like, what the fuck? Okay. I'm good, man. Whenever you're ready.
Oh, yeah.
To do your...
Do that old famous intro. Hello, you beautiful nerds. Welcome to the Drunk Banthas podcast, where we talk about sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and all of the popular art that we love. Also, we do it drunk. I'm joined, as always, by my brother Bill. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Today we are talking about the season finale of HBO comedy series, The Righteous Gemstones. I Will Tell All Your Deeds, which is an apt title since we're wrapping up all the storylines from season 2.
That's right.
This season has been riddled with twists, turns, misdirects. But before we get into the finale itself, I gotta ask, what are your initial thoughts? Do you feel like this season got wrapped up in a satisfying way? Do you feel?
Man,
how do you feel
know
like
how I feel about it, man?
I mean, for the audience, for who hasn't heard us talk about it for like the past half hour, or haven't been listening to us talk about it this whole season.
Man, first of all, what up, y'all?
What up, y'all?
Instagram? First of all, hello, you beautiful nerds. That's what I gotta say. Thank you for everybody on Instagram watching.
Yep. First live episode, I guess.
This is our first live episode, so now you get to see how we do it from the crib. And it's
Sunday Night Live.
It's Sunday Night Live, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate y'all watching, and you can check out the whole thing on YouTube. Blibbity blibbity blah. So now that I've done all that, like and subscribe.
Blibbity. Sorry.
Like I was about to say, we predicted this entire shit, son. we predicted this entire shit. Like,
we did predict a lot of this.
Oh my God. Please go back. Listen to every episode. We predicted 98.8% of everything that happened. And I cannot tell you how gratifying it was to watch it all go down. Like, it's like you predict the future, but you don't know how it's going to happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, man, that bitch going to get pregnant. and her son is gonna take over the world. But then,
but you don't know. Yeah, it's a Looper situation,
right? It's like you don't know that the way he's gonna take over the world. You don't know what he's gonna do. You didn't know that he had a meeting with the devil, and then he killed the devil on accident, and then burnt the devil's house down. Let's not get. I don't want to.
Yeah, you don't know the specifics of.
Let's not divert too much into that because we gonna break the whole thing.
Right?
Down.
Yeah. We'll go like beat by beat, but this episode was crazy. I also really liked it. I still feel like my favorite episode was the episode where like they take down the Cycle Ninjas. Gideon does his action movie thing and takes down the Cycle Ninjas. I think that was a couple episodes ago. But yeah, I still really, really like this episode. Not a lot of story left up, but
it was my favorite episode because it tied all loose ends.
I did like how they tied up all the loose ends.
You like that? You are a loose end dude.
No, yeah, I definitely liked how they tied up the loose ends. But the only loose ends that were left to tie up was that with Lyle. Which we'll get into as we start breaking stuff down. Which is why I just felt like there are other episodes where more action, more intrigue that I enjoyed more. But I thought that this was tied up very, very well.
There was another loose end.
And also the journalist loose end. Yeah,
another one.
What was the other?
Uncle Baby Billy. And
we had to
Harmon.
We had to see if Uncle Baby Billy was going to Tiffany was going to take Uncle Baby Billy back,
and if Harmon ended up,
I felt like we'll get into that later, but I felt like they had like a symbolic moment where they had like an understanding, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But the episode opens up with a flashback to what happened in the first episode. I think it was the first episode where he got killed. Well, we got to find out what happened to Phantom Planet Journalist.
I think it was the first episode.
Yeah, I think it was the first episode where he actually dies and the cabin gets burnt down. But it turns out that he was meeting with Eric Andre. Lyle Listens was Jason Schwartzman's informant.
Of course,
but he was.
Of course, Jason Schwartzman and fucking Eric Andre are sitting in a room together. They've probably been waiting to do that shit for years or some shit.
It was a cool scene. Like both of these actors have very weird comedy to say the least. So it was interesting to see them both together. Playing off of each other. This is one aspect, like we predicted a lot of stuff, but I don't think we predicted that these two had an interaction with each other.
No, what we did, if I'm wrong in the comments, you can comment in the comments, but what we did do is we said that that somebody else, first of all, what we did say is that there was going to be a comical resolution to how Jason Schwartzman's character died.
Right. I think that you said that he killed. He probably.
I definitely said he killed himself. I definitely said that.
I think that you said he accidentally killed himself.
I definitely said that. Like the way he was laid out, I was like. By the way, you might hear or see dogs while we're doing this podcast.
There's a very love-starved dog that will definitely.
She's not love-starved.
Not love-starved. She's love-greedy.
Love greedy. We have a love greedy dog over here. But anyway, so yeah, like we were saying, we did predict that the listens possibly had something to do with killing or trying to kill Eli Gemstone.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
We were absolutely right about all of that.
Yeah.
And just subsequently, but those two pillars held up all the other theories that we had throughout the entire series.
Yeah. It definitely it was like the base, the foundation for the mystery, and then it basically just cascades into these other answers. Right. It's like, well, Lyle Listens is the main villain, I guess, as it were. So he's essentially behind Eli Gemstone assassination, the journalist thing, and everything else in between, and the Cycle Ninjas. It was crazy. Like, what did you think of the scene though? Like, I thought it was hilarious.
Which scene?
Like the scene where we actually find out what's going on. The flashback.
First scene.
The first scene where we.
So look,
the journalists get killed.
Man, let me tell you something. First of all, first episode, I said there's something crazy as to how that motherfucker ended up in that tree.
Yeah, it's got
because a motherfucker don't just end up in a tree dead.
Right,
It's a nigga blown up on the side, burnt all up like a crispy critter on the side, and then goddamn a nigga in a tree.
Oh my gosh! No. Yeah.
First of all, I want to say what I will say about this scene is, in all seriousness, Eric Andre did an amazing job being like a fucking psychopathic, fucking like serial killer.
Yeah, he was really good in this.
He did an amazing job. Somebody give him some more work to do.
Yeah, dude. Yes.
Why isn't he like the next Batman villain?
Yeah, he could even be in like he's got some range. He could be like just the black guy who's like, oh shit, that's Batman. You know, like they had Ashley Larry in Spider-Man 2, where he was oh, it's Spider-Man.
Wow, I don't like that. I don't like that. No, I'm tired of niggas cooning. I'm not for the cooning no more. We need motherfucking
he
should be. What do they call it? A charcuterie board of
I don't know.
The Batman villains.
That's they call it charcuterie. That's the first time I've ever heard that shit. I thought I've always heard Rogues Gallery as far as
that's what they call it, Rose Gallery.
No, in Peacemaker they call it the charcuterie of villains. I was like,
oh yeah, that's just a bad
charcuterie.
Hey, let's do it.
Charcuterie.
Okay.
Shout out Skeeter to Kill.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, that's a new one right there. Rose Gallery is what I was.
You're supposed to pause before you say it. Don't just say charcuterie. You don't pause. Then I know when to say it.
I did do a little pause, but you've
just been drinking. We've been drinking.
yeah.
Where is the lighter? Oh my god, I feel so lost.
But yeah, we find out that he killed the Listens or Lyle Listens. He haphazardly was behind the death of Jason Schwartzman's journalist character. All of his friends ended up either killing themselves or he murdered them afterwards. And he burned the whole cabin down to cover his tracks and the Gemstones tracks because, like he said, he was still trying to get this deal done, and that was kind of the motivation behind his murderous actions. And you kind of see why he was also so upset when Jesse told him he wasn't able to deliver on the money, because it's like, god damn, dude, there are so many dead bodies behind the decision that you said that you was gonna make, and now I have to make like you can see why he was so upset. Do you think rewatching that scene, it'll be more evident of his pressures of if you watch that death scene and then watch that scene, do you think it has more weight to it?
Which death scene?
The death scene at the cabin, and then watch the scene where Jesse tells him he doesn't have the money. He's like, you see the gravity of it. Yeah.
No, how about if you watch that scene, then watch this episode, then listen to the episode that we covered for that episode.
Right. Well, we didn't predict that he had anything to do with the journalist's death, though.
No. I'm just saying. There was the same amount of... I said right then. Mm. He had some veracity.
For sure,
he had some extra stake in the game.
For sure.
Something else that we weren't aware of. And I think that's what it was.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying, I already had that, so it didn't surprise me when I saw that.
It did surprise me.
What was really funny is just because when he said, I heard about you, when Jason Schwartzman's character was like, I heard about your kids and your little orphanage kids that you have. And he's like, damn, dang it! You know about that?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be something a lot more insidious than what it ended up being.
Well, it was because it was he has murderous hitmen who fucking kill people.
Yeah,
like,
I thought it was gonna be like more of a Catholic church type of thing. I was like, this is gonna be like different.
You know, I thought
it was gonna
kids.
be a spotlight situation.
God damn it!
I thought we were just gonna leave it at that. Yeah.
God damn it!
It's like
I fuck little kids. That's fucking crazy, man. You know what?
But,
man, I think those. First of all, I think that Tiffany was wearing Cazals in the Jasons.
The you know more about brands than I do. I'm
glasses that she was wearing. I don't know. Tell me in the comments. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know.
Tell me
expensive swag taste.
Yeah, I got it on my
Oh,
eyes
shout out to Morgan.
my-
He's out here. He's out here waving on the live.
Hey, Morgan, what's happening?
But yeah, we like speaking of which, we get back into the present day, where we see
spoilers, by the way. Spoilers, heavy spoilers.
Oh yeah, this whole episode is gonna be heavy spoilers for this episode and the whole season.
Do not watch us on live if you haven't watched this yet.
We get to the very what's been very famous and heralded as like a ceremonious and traditional thing, the Sunday brunch. Post church brunch. Gemstones seem like they're thriving more than ever.
Yeah, they're on top of the world.
On top of the world, as it were.
They're investing in a new hotel, and they're about to be hotel heiresses.
Yeah, and as I mentioned in the last episode, last episode, they wrapped up most of the storyline, so everybody's pretty much like happy and content, except for like not really knowing what happened. But as most of the season and most of this episode, real gemstones or real G's move in silence. Eli Gemstone is like very silently trying to get more information about the people who killed him at the beginning, whilst making it seem like he's just let it all go and let it all be in the past.
Shout out to the Paranorm. He's out here checking us out on the Instagram.
Oh, Paranorm.
So yeah, man, we got a shady ass motherfucker in Mr. Listen. I just can't say it enough that I predicted the whole goddamn thing. That's all that I could fucking think about the whole time is, man, I predicted this shit the whole time.
Yeah, we even
also, I think I said it. I don't know if I said it on the podcast, but Carrie Freeman. Who's that? Plays Amber on the show.
Oh, yeah.
She also shouted us out today on the Drunk Banthas. So
yeah, shout out to Carrie Freeman.
Shout out to Carrie Freeman. Shout out to Walton Goggins.
Wally Goggs.
Shout out to Edie Patterson.
Shout out to Edie Patterson.
They all like checked us out today, and they all like showed love today. So that was cool. But yeah, man. Fucking Eric Andre, man. He is a trip, dude. I fucking can't get over it. He's like a fucking serial killer, but he's also like mentally retarded.
Yeah, it's interesting his character. Later after we see that the gemstones are thriving, we see the Listens are very much not. Eric Andre goes back to the Listens ranch where all the kids are, I guess, required to wear denim. I don't know what that's about. Why everyone is wearing denim. But we find out, the weird thing with the orphans that he has going on is that he's, I guess, teaching them BMX tricks and teaching them also how to be assassins.
And he fed them.
Yeah, he fed them.
He said that. He's like, I fed you. I brought you all up.
He fed them, gave them guns, taught them BMX tricks, but unfortunately taught them the value of money. So now they want to be properly paid
also,
for their services.
He didn't pay them. He said he paid them. He didn't pay them anything.
Yeah, he didn't pay them anything. Well, no, I think that he paid them and they wanted double.
No, they said that they wanted their money and they wanted double.
Is that what it was? Yeah. I thought he said
but he was like, "What? I want a refund."
That's what it was.
Ain't even gave him nothing though.
Fair enough.
He's a child. Look, I said it when we were watching the episode. I said he's the dark Jesse Gemstone.
Yeah,
but I didn't mean it in a racial way. I wasn't saying it like he was black. But I mean, he is black.
He is the darker skin.
He is the darker skin Jesse Gemstone. But that does not make him evil inherently. But he was evil. He was an evil son of a bitch.
He was.
Man, I can't say enough about how good of a job he did in this one.
Yeah, he was really good. Like the only other thing, because like the Eric Andre show is obviously very like famous, and then he has like the Bad Trip movie, which is like him just basically doing Eric Andre, another thing.
Right.
But he was on the show, the short-lived show called the Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23, where he just plays like the best friend, and he was like really fucking hilarious on that show, really good, and just like normal, like weirdly, right. Like I was like, oh shit, he can play normal, so
straight
like,
man.
Yeah. I was like, he can play like he's basically, you could, since it's very racially neutral, you could cast like a Jack Quaid or something like that in that role. He's just like the nerdy best friend who says funny stuff.
Man, don't nobody know who you just niggas is.
We be talking about Baby Quaid on here all the time. The boys.
I'm just saying, is somebody right now looking up what you just said though?
Hey,
I'm just saying,
and that's why we do. That's what we educate people.
They don't know. We
educate people.
About. They say,
what are you talking about? They Google it, and that's called Reach One, Teach One. Reach one, teach one. That's what we do here at the Drunk
Banthas. Niggas be like, "What is a bantha?" I'll be like, "It is a dog. It's a nerdy just trying to explain it. Right? It is an elephant-like creature that lives on Tatooine."
After fucking Boba Fett, everybody's googling banthas. I tell you what, that was a bantha heavy season.
Yeah, man, we got some subscribers off that for sure.
Yeah, had to have just from googling Banthas. We had to have gotten at least one subscriber off of. We had so many subscribers.
Hey,
Banthas.
Shout out to all y'all too, man. We fuck with y'all, man.
Really, yeah.
But we move on to where we move to the beach scene.
Well, we find out that we moved to the Zion's Landing opening. What's it called? Eli Gemstone. I was about to call him John Gemstone because he's John Goodman. But he finds out via like his contacts with Junior that Eric Andre's character has something to do with the assassination. And he moves real slow because he's old, so it takes him a while to get to the third act.
No. Before that.
But no. He gets the phone call.
He got a phone call from Junior.
Right before.
That's true.
What's his name? Jesse hears from.
But before that, we get your redemption song, your prediction.
Oh, I guess this does happen like kind of in the middle of it.
Baby Billy. Uncle Baby Billy. Now, let me tell you something now. Hey, I'm back now. Hey, now, I'm back now.
He does come back.
I'm on the charts now, and I'm back.
And I thought this was played very interestingly.
I have come back, Tiffany. I'm coming back to ask you, can I please have your forgiveness, and will you take me back? Because I love you. And all I was trying to do is protect you when I left. Left you pregnant with my baby.
Yeah, I thought that, so this scene was really good. I thought that, or at least like I guess if we're going to connect this scene with like the scene later where she's actually like giving birth, because I think
no, it doesn't happen. No, it's not. It just happened. So yeah.
No, I'm saying like she goes to the bathroom and then there's a stuff with Eric Andre and then happened. He has. Oh
no, she just was in the bathroom. So no, it happens first. She goes in the bathroom. She has the baby, but then the Eric Andre stuff happens. That's when Junior finds out and tells John Eli.
Right.
John Eli Goodman about the motorcycle ninjas.
Right. So with the stuff with Uncle Baby Billy and Tiffany, I thought it was interesting his whole like he has to wade through shit to deliver his baby. But I thought that it was. I still felt like he got off a little easy because he kind of like came back and he delivered. I don't feel like he learned his lesson enough, because he came back and he delivered the same line of like, I was trying to leave to make your life better, the same way with Harmon. But I feel like someone needed to specifically tell him, no, you need to stick around. That's what makes the life better for the child, not you running away. Because he used the same line that he gave to Harmon, saying that, like, I left, and that's what's supposed to make your life better. But, like, I feel like whether it be Tiffany or Harmon, somebody needed to tell him, hey, you sticking around, no matter how much you hate yourself and think that you're making the child's life worse, you being around makes the child's life better. What did you think?
See, Alex, now see, I can tell you was a child of God. See, now Uncle Baby Billy, he ain't gonna take that against. He ain't gonna take no harm on that. Now, hey, you's okay, man. I like you. Now, but see, you're wrong. See, now, bless his heart, he wrong as he could be. Now, facts of the matter is, Uncle Baby Billy got interrupted by Judy Lee, her big ass mouth. And see, I'm trying to talk to my wife. You know what I'm saying? So I was talking to Judy Lee, and I got caught up in my emotions. You know what I'm saying? I was just very upset. But I got down on my knees, and I begged, and I pleaded for her forgiveness. Now,
right.
So, and then later, I pulled from an umbilical cord.
Right.
From a porta potty, and I rescued my firstborn son that I cared about.
And
I then transformed myself into Uncle Daddy Billy.
I just feels a little bit like, you know, when if a dog pisses on the rug and then 2 hours later you put his nose or 2 hours later you discipline him for it. It's like he doesn't know why he's being disciplined.
You thought Peter was gonna call you, so he put his nose on the rug. You can't. Why you stopped saying it?
For whatever weird reason in my head, I was like, maybe the piss is dry by then. Like
Peter is gonna call me.
No, I was thinking about logistics, like piss.
Bill
dry
Maher is
situations.
not gonna sue you.
No. I mean,
I'm just joking. But no.
I feel like he gets punished, and it's so
but
divorced
he got punched
from
in the face. You forgetting that he did get his nose broke.
And yeah, again, he did. Yeah, he gets punched in the face, but
Harmon broke my nose.
Yeah, Harmon punched him in the face, but it was also divorced from. Like, I feel like there also has to be a time in between the punch and him like asking for forgiveness, where someone tells him what was wrong about everything. Because if he doesn't get told what was wrong about his actions,
he just got upset because Judy interrupted him. So he then went to a defensive position.
Again,
I don't think that he just didn't learn anything. I think he just went to a defensive position because he's like, bitch, go on now. I'm trying to fucking talk to my wife. Like, I think that's what it is. Not more so that he didn't learn his lesson. He's just trying to defend himself. Like, bitch, go on now. Like, but
yeah, I just wish they wrote it a little bit less.
Then we get to Eric Andre admitting what's the title of the episode?
Actually, let me go back.
Yeah, because I shall convince myself to tell you everything.
I will tell all your deeds.
I will tell all your deeds. That's the name of the episode. So this is the title part of the episode right here is he tells everything that he did.
Yeah, Jesse figures out what's going on from like one of the wives of the dead
grenade dude.
One of the many people who got killed by a grenade. Who knows which one it was?
Dude. I think it was grenade dude. I think it was the dude who brought the grenades.
Oh, you think it was that guy? But yeah, then Jesse kind of puts everything together, and then Eric actually explains everything to him, and the conversation goes a little bit south, and Jesse ends up hitting him in the head with a fucking.
No, what happened is he left. Jesse said, I'm going to go walk. And he was like, can I go with you? And he's like, no, you can't go with me. He's like, can I just walk behind you a couple steps? He's like, no.
It's like, no.
And then he walks off and he's like, you gonna tell? And he chases him down. And then he tackled him. And then, yes, Jesse pulled out a fucking slingshot and hit him in the head, and he thought he killed him for some reason because he believes
nobody has to check pulses
because he believes in the Bible too much is what the fuck he thought. oh, I hit him just like David hit Goliath, and now he's dead.
I loved how he just got after he hit him in the head, and he got up. He's like, oh my god! Man, I bet Eric Andre gets nominated for what's that award?
He said, "You did something.
You did something. You did something."
He said, "What
happened? Something happened. You did something." Oh god, that was so great.
You did something. You did something. That was fucking stupid funny, man. Look, Eric Andre killed it this episode.
Yeah, he was hilarious. Then the conversation goes south. You know, he gets concussed. Jesse tells all of the rest of the family, he's like, "Hey, I just killed someone. Could you come back with me?" So he's trying to get the family to help him bury this body, I guess. But turns out he's still alive, and the other listens.
That motherfucker dead ass alive. Like, why did you? He got up like, ah!
Yeah, he punched BJ in the
punched BJ right in the goddamn face.
Oh my god!
But then his wife shows up somehow. That was like bad writing for real. But hey, I like it because she's not really a great actress anyway. I mean,
well, I feel like she wasn't allowed to do much. Like, I don't know if maybe she they cut her out or what have you, but she wasn't featured in the series very much.
Mm-hmm. But I digress.
But
because
yeah,
she comes out the trees out of nowhere with a gun. I just noticed how big that fucking knot on Eric Andre's head is. Like,
it's so big.
That shit looked like a goddamn whole fucking rock in his head. And also, this crazy bitch comes out the goddamn trees and shoots BJ in the leg.
Yeah, man, BJ gets the worst of it. He gets punched in the face.
Called him Little Debbie. What the fuck is that? Because he is dressed like a little. He is dressed like the Little Debbie because he had the little sun hat on. With
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, man, I haven't thought about the Little Debbie logo in a while.
Why does this white boy be dressing like this, man? He be cracking me up.
Man, please, like, we've been shouting out pretty much, I think, every single episode. Please, the costume designer for the show's got to win whatever award that'll
be another prediction.
The most prestigious.
That'll be the next prediction.
That's just more just a hope and a.
No, that's the next prediction.
Oh.
Best wardrobe Emmy goes to.
Is that one of the ones that's not televised? I don't know. It seems like it's not one of the.
You know why? It will not be televised in my house, goddamn it, because I'm not watching the Emmys. I mean, we didn't get invited last time I checked.
The listeners ended up getting away. They tell the gemstones to go out into the water. A lot of water symbolism in this. You know, throughout the whole series. Yeah. Of course, because of baptism. Baptism plays a big role in Christianity and just their jobs. Right. But a lot of water symbolism throughout the whole season. And the listeners get away. What did you think of? How did you feel about? How that turned out? How they just like
Well, I'll tell you exactly how I felt about it. I hit the down button on the remote, and I saw that there was about 40 minutes left in the show. So I was like, oh, okay, so something else is gonna happen.
Right.
They gonna die later. Okay, cool. So, then I just shut the fuck up and watched the rest of it, and watched Carrie Freeman. What are they?
Right.
Carrie Freeman. I'll just watch her big badonkadonk on the.
She's got a medium-sized badonkadonk.
She's got a wide badonkadonk, and I'm appreciative of it. Not in a bad way, just in a good way. And I'm just saying, it's clear what Danny McBride was thinking about when he was like casting. You know what I'm saying? Also, congratulations to her, because also I didn't say this on pod, but I think she was. I'm pretty positive I didn't say she was pregnant, but I know I said that earlier. But congratulations to her.
Congratulations to her for a new bouncing baby child. I don't know what's the boy or girl.
Baby. But yeah, man.
But yeah, like
they go.
I think that
we go flash forward to
a month later.
1 month later.
And then basically Gemstones going back to being Gemstone shit.
Yeah.
Doing regular shit like preaching to people and fixing their marriages.
Yeah.
Uncle Baby Billy and Uncle Tiffany gonna start their family together. Fucking Judy is becoming a better human being.
Yeah, you can really see
she's keeping her promise that she made to Eli.
Yeah. You can really see her like reaching out. Like even in the first season, her and Tiffany didn't have a great relationship. You can see that she resented her a lot. But you can see her building a really strong bond with her, and helping Tiffany become a more mature person in and of herself, and probably making her a better mother as she has to like raise this new child. But I do feel like because there's not a lot of story to wrap up in these last couple moments is why it's not my favorite. Because like there's like maybe 40 minutes.
You did not like that scene where she just got the baby spit in her mouth like that.
That was hilarious. That
you ain't
projectile
like that?
Vomit in the face.
That was crazy.
It was great because it was also just like so unexpected. I feel like so many shows feel like they need to set up things so much.
Bro, she played that shit off. Fucking like I don't think she knew that was what that baby was gonna do. I don't know if they told her that was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how surprised she looked when that shit hit her. Pow! Like, oh, shit.
Yeah, that was really well done. I just feel like there's 20 minutes of like really 20 minutes, 30 minutes of story, and then like maybe 20 minutes of just endings, where it feels kind of Lord of the Rings 3-ish. Where it's a lot of like wrapping ups, which is nice. And there's like a lot of funny moments in there, but it's not as exciting as like 2 episodes ago. Which is no fault to the season or the show. It's just like
that's your opinion. Look,
everybody's got opinions.
I thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
Look, we didn't have to see a whole bunch of fucking half-naked men this episode. That was a plus for me. I mean, it's probably a negative for a lot of people, but for me, it was a plus. It goes to speak about how it could be just your opinion, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But overall, I want to take a moment right now to take a time to shout out our sponsor. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, who's that? This is a news.
Oh, you know who our sponsor is. You know what I'm saying? First of all, we are unsullied by bad sponsorship. For a very long time. But anyway, look, time for you just messed it up, man. See, they gonna be mad at us. See, they may take us to prison. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Prison. That's our sponsor. Prison. They will take you to jail. You know what I'm saying? They will arrange a situation for you. All you gotta do is use promo code Drunk Banthas. And all you got to do is type that in, and then they'll come get you, and they'll take you to prison. That's PRISON. Prison.
Yeah, I forgot that we were still doing this bit.
Yeah, that's right.
But
they'll take you to prison. And if all you got to do is put in the promo code, if you want to go to prison, free meals, one hot, and a cot. Type in that. They will come to your house. If you put in the promo code, they won't whoop your ass when you get to prison.
Prison, not as bad as advertised.
It's totally as bad as advertised.
But then, like we get like the last, I guess, 6 minutes of the episode. It's kind of like every season finale of Sons of Anarchy, where we get like a song playing and a montage. Where we have stuff going on. We basically see that the listens are getting assassinated, along with the gemstones thriving. You got to see the juxtaposition. I think you had said, I don't remember if it was on pod, but that Lyle is like the sort of the mirror to Jesse. How he's like the more ambitious, more to a fault.
I said that he's the dark version.
Yeah, the darker version.
But I didn't mean it in racial way, but it's just going to be taken that way. But
right.
He is the darker version.
And also, I still don't know. Like, I know we talked about it a little bit earlier when we were watching it. I do not know how he is possibly strong enough to put this woman in like a chest and shove her out the goddamn window where it breaks the balcony. Like, that nigga has Hulk strength when he is under duress.
I look. That's a fair point, I guess. But I've never had fucking snow ninjas coming for me.
Yeah, fair enough. You might have to. It's kind of like
I
when
ain't
the
never
mother
had
like lifts a bus.
exactly, man. I ain't never had snow ninjas coming to try to put bullets in my ass,
You just get
boy.
like a whole new, different kind of adrenaline.
Nah, man. So that's your opinion. But I did say, hey, when they found the listens in Alaska, you were like, it's gonna be Junior who found them in Alaska, and I was like, no, it's about to be Martin.
Yeah.
And who was it? Lo and behold, boy, Martin is the coldest nigga. You know what?
Martin.
Aunt Tiffany, you just came up off my list of the number one and of my favorites. You came down. You can't be my favorite. I gotta go with Martin. Martin moved up a spot. He ain't just the help.
Yeah,
That nigga out here making moves. He's the consigliere.
Consigliere. Yeah, he's out here making. He's like the Michael Ehrmantraut of this show.
Facts,
like,
bro.
For all y'all Better Call Saul fans out there.
Fucking the black nigga. Hey, baby, the nigga. He out here getting them, man. And then so clearly in this scene right here, they shoot up some. By the way, I got the sound off on here.
Yeah, they can't see or hear what's going on.
Oh,
I guess
YouTube.
it's like the IG on the YouTube.
IG people you can see, but anyway, YouTube people you can't see this shit. But Eric Andre, he threw the bitch out the goddamn cabinet out the window. Come on, how the hell did he do that?
Conservatively 107 pounds on top of like this like maybe 50-pound cabinet that he put her in. And then he's got to throw her with the force to break this fucking balcony? Nah, I call superhero shit on that.
I just feel like he should have just tried to at least shoot one of them. Why didn't he try to? He didn't even try to kill anybody.
Yeah, he had the idea of chucking his wife out the window so she can get shot, but didn't bring any weapons with him before he ran out.
He should have had them. He should have kept some of them grenades.
Yeah. Because he was, yeah.
So wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. What did Morgan say right there?
Morgan said Bantha in the pokey.
Okay,
that's dope. And he said, seen it, but screw it, ain't that deep.
Oh, maybe he said he hadn't seen it. But anyway.
Oh yeah, he said he hadn't seen it.
He could have damn watched it while we were doing the whole thing. But anyway, we get a fucking dramatic ending where Eric Andre gets eaten by wolves.
Yeah, kind of
running
The Shining.
into the woods instead of getting shot. It's very The Shining, very very much The Shining. You can lean back up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what did you think about this this whole series, man? Like it was a series.
It was good.
I mean, I feel like. I meant the season. I said series.
Right. Yeah, I really like the season. I think it's a little too early to totally decide. I think that I like the first season a little bit more. Maybe just like the pacing of it a little bit was a little bit better. But overall, like I really love this season. Even not as good as the first season, it's still incredible and better than most TV. Better than most TV. So yeah.
Just face this way. I'm sorry.
No.
But yeah, it's better than most TV. Yeah, I feel you.
What did you think of this season?
Mostly, I thought it sucked. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I thought that this season was amazing, dude. It was fucking fantastical. It gave us everything we wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at me. Does my face look jubilant? Do I not look happy? Do I not look like I feel like I was satisfied?
Yeah.
It gave us good music. It gave us good, beautiful shots. That scene between Uncle Baby Billy and Harmon, that shit was beautiful, man. Hey.
Yeah, that was a really good scene. That was a really good episode.
And the shots, like, where the shot where he's helps him. So this is what I noticed watching him the second time. Mm-hmm. He grabs Harmon's hand when Harmon's watching Family Feud. He grabbed Harmon's hand before he punched him, and they focused on it.
Yeah.
And then when he got hit in the face by the same hand, then he grabs him off the ground and they focus on him, helping him up. He focused on his hand, saying, "Hey, come on, Uncle
right,
Baby Billy. Let me." What if Harmon calls him Uncle Baby Billy? What if next season we get Macaulay Culkin and he's like, "Uncle Baby Billy, I don't get dog. I swear to God, I'll fucking pee my pants."
That would be crazy. I do feel like I'm glad that you brought that up because we get the little look at the very end of the episode where we see that Harmon and Baby Billy still have a relationship because Harmon is showing up to the church. I do feel like they had some sort of unspoken reconciliation in that scene from that moment where he punches him in the face. And it's obviously just a catharsis for Macaulay Culkin because he's getting out all this anger, and Baby Billy is getting some sort of punishment, that he feels like he deserves, so he can have some sort of also emotional catharsis for his own guilt. And I feel like that reach out where they have that exchange where he helps him up. Because he could have just punched him and then be like, "All right, get the fuck out of my house," and then walked upstairs. But I feel like that the fact that he reached out and had that moment where he helped him up was their moment of just understanding. It was all right, now I feel like we can meet sort of halfway and have some sort of relationship with
now
each
we
other.
done made amends now.
Yeah.
Hey, I came here to make amends with you now, Harmon.
Now, do you feel like there's gonna be a third season? Because even both first and second season ended kind of wrapped up.
There's gonna be a third season. There was supposed to be a third. This was supposed to be third season. This year was supposed to be the third season being released. The reason you felt like the pacing was bad and not so good in this season was because of COVID. COVID shut this show down in 2020. So while we were watching the Family Gemstones in 2020, they were filming the Family Gemstones, which is why I believe we see Amber's character is pregnant at one point. She wasn't pregnant at one point, and then all of a sudden she's pregnant.
Right.
And we see less of her. I think she had a lot more to be involved with the show. And that, I think, accidentally even created where you could think maybe she had something to do with the shooting. So it was good. It was a beautiful accident as far as writing goes because she ended up not being in the show as much because I'm pretty sure she was showing a lot. So I thought this was a really great great season for all the fucking problems that they had to have just dealing with COVID. Knowing that they filmed this during COVID, it just gives you a better respect for what they were doing.
Right.
Even though they were doing it in South Carolina and there are no rules there.
Pretty much a lot of the shows that are coming out, been coming out early 2022, late 2021 have been very, they've been wrought from the limitations of COVID and all people getting sick, all the protocols that you have to have with filming. Everything that's been coming out the past year is kind of wow, I'm surprised that y'all could even get this shit out.
Bill Maher did his show from his house.
Craziness.
I'm pretty sure John Oliver did his show from his house too.
Yeah, I bet that they did it from some very cheap place where they can put up a white.
But shout out to. But nobody did their show live action comedy as well as this show did. Yeah,
this is really
that's what we got to talk about.
Yeah, that was really really good. I'm gonna talk about it a little bit when I come up with my Joker video later, but
Yeah,
I really appreciate Jody
Shameless
Hill's
plug.
ability. Shameless plug. Oh, I just hate reiterating myself. I feel like when people say,
No, I know,
you
I-
said this already. Like that's more
okay.
where I'm coming from.
He's also a marketing
But,
major, people. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
But no, I do feel like the Jody Hill does a really great job of creating edgy comedy and being able to make really smart, dramatic, like I don't know, really great work that has like layers to it, where it's like comedic, dramatic. And really intriguing. I'm not surprised that he ended up working with James Gunn on the Peacemaker show, because they both have a lot of layers when it comes to comedy and drama and action. Do you have a favorite? Like, I think so. We've been talking about Boba Fett, Peacemaker, and Righteous Gemstones. Do you have a favorite out of all these shows that we've been talking about? Is this your favorite of the three?
Raised by Wolves. That's one.
That's your favorite of the
My favorite one right now so far. Raised by Wolves.
Oh, okay.
Man,
You like that one more than
We ain't really talked about it yet, but we're gonna be covering Raised by Wolves.
we are going to be talking about Raised by Wolves.
We just hadn't gotten to it yet. So when we get to it, you'll be the first to know. Y'all be the
And that's
first.
mostly my fault because I haven't watched it yet. I love the first season, but
It's not your fault. It's Time's fault. But we will watch. We're gonna cover that, and we're gonna do like a deep dive in it, just because that's how nerdy we are. We gonna deep because we haven't given y'all enough attention with it. We're gonna give it so much attention.
so much attention.
And maybe we do. Maybe there's a drunk analysis video on it. Who knows?
Nah.
It depends on how nerdy it gets. Because if it gets nerdy enough,
Oh man, it's like that's why I'm excited about our conversation, because like I get to dive deep into. We'll be able to dive deep into all.
maybe
the
that'll be the
intricacies.
first. Oh no! You know what? That's gonna be the first chopped up video. That'll be the first.
Don't promise that, because I don't want.
It is going to be the first chopped up video. Even if it comes 20 months later after it happens, it's going to be the first chopped up one. It's going to be. It don't have to happen the next week.
But out of the shows that we've talked about, do you have a favorite?
Raised by Wolves. I told you.
Out of the shows that we talked about, not excluding Raised by Wolves, do you have a?
This is going to make me say Raised by Wolves again. Huh? No, Lovecraft Country. No, I'm just. We talked about Lovecraft Country in one of the first episodes, but you didn't post the episode, I don't think.
Who knows? But whatever. We're talking about like out of Peacemaker, Righteous Gemstones.
It's definitely
and
going to
Boba
be
Fett.
Righteous Gemstones.
That's your favorite out of the three.
Definitely. Well, what's your favorite?
I mean, Peacemaker's my favorite out of the three. But I was gonna ask you what was your
not
reasons
at all.
for
Peacemaker's not at all my favorite. Peacemaker's budget was surprisingly low and like devastatingly low. Like, what the fuck? There was no trick shot shit really. There was nothing that made me like want to watch it. Like, everything that gave me a reason to watch Peacemaker was not there.
Okay.
Like,
For me, there was no reason for me to watch Peacemaker when I goes. Maybe that's why I
Same.
had a different.
Same. There was only reason I gave myself was like, well, maybe it'll be some crazy trick shot shit going on, some crazy action, and there was none of that. Now, I didn't say not to say I didn't enjoy Peacemaker. I'm just saying to answer your question. If I'm gonna if I'm gonna
Just
see like we just which one of those did you just say should win an Emmy?
No,
So
I
that's
feel
my
like
point.
I feel like they should both win Emmys.
You
But
know
like,
that Peacemaker's not winning no Emmy, not for no goddamn.
I mean,
comedy
that's for a whole other
like
reason that we talk about. Like none of the shows, the movies that we talk about,
I'm
like
just
as far as
saying, if we're
sci-fi,
gonna talk
horror, and
about
comic
that,
book stuff, none of that stuff gets
I'm
nominated.
just saying they do for wardrobe, and that's what I'm saying.
They'll get nominated for wardrobe.
They do, and
Yeah, no, they
I'm just
will.
saying, and what I'm saying is the comedy out of those two comedies, I'm going with this one.
Unfortunately, like this will get nominated for a best comedy because there's a
unfortunate for
comedy.
you.
No, I'm not.
I'm just saying you said
I'm not-
unfortunate.
I'm saying it's the situation that is unfortunate is that Righteous Gemstones will get nominated for comedy because there is a comedy category, but Peacemaker will not get nominated even though it's comedic. It is considered a sci-fi. It will,
We'll see. It's
I
gonna
know
get
it
in the
won't.
comedy.
I know it won't
It's
get
gonna
nominated
in
for
the
comedy.
It's just too many
That's
comedies.
my prediction. It will not get
It's too
nominated
much
for
comedy.
best
It's
comedy.
not gonna get sci-fi. It's gonna get comedy.
I mean, there's no sci-fi, so therefore it won't get nominated for anything.
That's gonna get comedy. It was the highest rated television show on this year so far. It's gonna get comedy.
We shall see.
Look, this is how it goes, man. Look, you think they didn't submit an episode?
Well, I
I guarantee you the episode that they submitted was the one where he played the piano.
Probably, but as we talked about on the
Which
show,
episode would you have submitted? That was your favorite one. If you wanted to submit your episode to the Emmys, which episode would you have submitted?
I don't know. Probably that one, or maybe. Damn.
If you can't think of one, then that means they ain't got.
No,
they ain't got one.
It's because I binged a lot of episodes. Like I binged the first 4 episodes, and like the with the week by weekness of it, it's kind of hard for me to remember which episodes are which. I don't know. Probably the penultimate episode, the episode before the last, where he has to kill his dad, because there's a lot of comedy in that, a lot of action. I feel like that really.
That's the one where they did the Indiana Jones callback.
Yeah, they did the Indiana Jones callback.
A whole bunch of callbacks.
Yeah, I thought that one was a really good one. That might be like one of the better episodes to carry everything, or maybe episode 3.
Let me tell you something.
I don't know.
This episode 1, episode 3 of Gemstones, episode 6, 7, and 8, all could have been nominated for an Emmy.
Yeah, and this show had already, because it just because it's set in the real world, is gonna have a bigger leg up and getting nominated for stuff, and it totally deserves it, because this show is incredible. Like, there's such great writing.
I'm not thinking about what
such
you're
great
thinking
directing
about as far as the Academy. I'm just saying these motherfuckers did a better job, and they're not doing it like peace. They have I guarantee you they have a smaller budget than what DC is supposed to be given them.
Probably. But I'm not gonna. They though they have a smaller budget.
Wasn't no whole.
Righteous Gemstones has a smaller budget than Peacemaker, but Peacemaker has smaller budget than Boba Fett, and I feel like they did a better job than Boba Fett. So I don't think
one of these people are Disney. So let's just calm down. Which also basically says that Boba Fett needs to step their goddamn game up.
Yeah, because out of those
acting.
3, Boba Fett is
we
like
had
my
better
least favorite.
acting. I feel like we had better acting in Gemstones.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'll definitely go with that. I'll definitely go with that.
I'm going better acting, better wardrobe, better music. That's why I have to go with Gemstones over Peacemaker.
Fair enough. I like the story and the way that the story was written over.
What's Morgan saying?
This show is easily the best comedy of the year. They are so different than everything else that it was refreshing to laugh at. Morgan says about Righteous Gemstones. But he says, Boba Fett for me, but I've only just started to watch Raised by Wolves. And he also said the first season of Righteous Gemstones was better. But I do like, for me, Peacemaker is number 1. Righteous Gemstones is number 2. Very, very close. But I do agree that Righteous Gemstones had better acting overall.
That's why you and Morgan are both wrong. It's because Gemstones had better acting.
Again,
I'm just saying.
Again, everybody has their. I'm more of a story guy, so I feel like the story was better for Peacemaker than it was for Righteous Gemstones.
Righteous Gemstones, because Peacemaker's story really was kind of simple, and it was like they filled in the space by just saying stupid jokes to each other the whole time. So, because I've watched Peacemaker 3-4 times now, like all the episodes 3-4 times. So, and rewatching it, I think it's funny, but it's still like, oh yeah, but really all these jokes, if you're watching it in a binge watch type situation, if you're watching it all together, all those jokes are really just fillers for like, hey, I still need to make this 40 minutes.
Yeah, there are definitely some jokes. The one joke that stands out to me is the Chris naming all the celebrities. But like, I do feel like that the story and the pacing for Peacemaker, especially with it being just like a shorter season, I think it's 2 episodes shorter than Righteous Gemstones is. Just makes it a little bit. I like the simplicity of it. And I just enjoyed it a little bit more. But regardless, like I still love. To each their own. Righteous Gemstones is still fantastic. I really hope that Eric Andre gets like that nomination. What's that nomination? Best supporting character
Asshole.
or best guest, best guest character or something.
I don't think he was in enough episodes to get that, but
maybe they give it to people who's only in one episode. They might give it to him.
Oh, you mean the Cat Williams Award?
Only person they gave it to Cat Williams for Atlanta. Yeah,
he was an alligator man.
Yeah, alligator man.
So, do you know why they call me alligator man? It's because I have an alligator. Yes, nigga.
He was incredible in that too.
Let me tell you something, nigga. You come in here, you're gonna deal with this alligator. That's funny, man. That was crazy. But yeah, any predictions for season 3?
Not really. I mean, since
okay, we're done. We're out of here. Okay, bye, everybody.
I was just like seasons 1 and 2 are so like individualized stories. I feel like if we do get a season 3, which I hope
told
we do.
you from the beginning, man. I told you from the beginning. This show is just a bunch of fucking hillbillies who have too much money, and it's just a bunch of crazy shit going on all the time.
Yeah.
It wasn't too far off from what happened last time. Look at what happened with Uncle Baby Billy and Tiffany.
Yeah.
In both episodes. I mean, in both seasons.
Yeah, there's definitely crazy shit that happened in both seasons, and they still.
The show is about family and doing what you want to do for the family.
Yeah, and I which makes it hard to predict what's gonna happen in the next season. Yeah, it's hard to predict what's gonna happen if we do get a third season because the first and second seasons are so individualized. But I do really hope we get a third season, unlike the Vice Principals, because this team of comedians and actors and writers are just too talented to.
I'm pretty positive that we're getting a third season. I'm pretty sure I read or watched it in not a documentary, in an interview. Sorry, this is Drunk Banthas.
Yeah, hopefully.
Drunk Banthas Instagram people, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
Dealing with all of our bullshit. Drunk Panthers podcast people, we really appreciate y'all, man. Y'all are actually listening to this YouTube shit that's actually getting us paid. Fuck Instagram.
We appreciate all you guys listening and watching. Please don't forget to share, because that definitely helps out more than anything.
Don't forget that we got a contest going. If you like and subscribe,
I think I got our winner for our next contest already.
Okay, well, don't say that to the. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? I'm trying to get niggas. Hey, so anyway, ignore him, because I also have a say. So motherfuck what he just said. God damn it! And you can have a better comment than what than the one he's talking about. You
could be the comment that breaks the glass ceiling of.
That's right.
Comments.
Tracy Moon, what are you doing? Make a comment right now. Stop it. Paranorm, make a comment right now. Morgan, make a comment right now. Don't you want a fucking free t-shirt? Don't let somebody else just get this goddamn free t-shirt just because y'all just don't be. Look what Morgan say right here. He said
jumped to his and came back to the brand.
Oh yeah, well yeah. He's just talking. But anyway,
but thank you
everybody except Morgan. Thank you so much. No, I'm joking. We love everybody. We love all y'all, man. Just make a comment. We'll get you a free t-shirt. We're going to announce somebody around March the 30th or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Rachel V. Shout out to Rachel V. She was the winner last.
Yeah, shout outs to Rachel V. Shout outs to Norma. Shout outs to Thomas. Shout outs to all the very frequent commenters. You guys are awesome. Thanks for listening to the Drunk Banthas podcast. We do this every once in a while, so go ahead and leave a like and subscribe so you can get updates on new episodes of the pod and video essays from yours truly. Check us out on Twitter, IG, likewise, all the internet things at Drunk Banthas. Until next time, stay safe, my little toilet babies, and may the force be with you.